BTS News today, a court in Seoul was suddenly in the spotlight after one of the most famous K-pop stars, Jimin, was seen leaving the building in a hurry. In the widely circulated camera footage, the BTS member appears to be wearing all black, with a mask covering part of his face, as if to avoid attention. The incident took place 45 minutes after he was reported to have arrived at the scene. Speculation is spreading. What exactly is going on behind the scenes? Is it related to a legal matter, a contract, or maybe something more personal? According to several sources who declined to be named, Jimin's visit to the court is related to a very sensitive matter. However, until now, the management and the court have not given an official statement. This actually adds to the puzzle in the midst of a frenzy of fans who continue to guess. Reactions of ARMY, a BTS fan, were mixed on social media. Some expressed concern, while others speculated that this may be related to new activities that will be announced soon. One thing is certain: Jimin's movement has successfully attracted public attention. Is this the start of something big, or just a personal affair that just happened to be caught on camera? We can only wait for further explanations. Do not miss the latest news about this incident, because everything can change in a matter of seconds. And the continuation of the speculation. Many fans began to associate Jimin's appearance on the court with some rumors that had long been the subject of conversation. Some have suggested that this may be related to BTS' new contract as a global group under their label. There are also those who suspect that his presence in court could be related to a legal dispute involving a third party. However, all of that is still limited to conjecture without concrete evidence. Interestingly, some observers of the South Korean entertainment industry give the view that artists as big as Jimin, who has always maintained his public image, is rarely seen in a place like a court except for very important matters. His presence, which lasted only 45 minutes, was considered too short for a formal hearing, so that the possibility arises that he only submits certain documents or undergoes a short meeting of an urgent nature. In social media, hashtags like hashtag Jimin Pengadilan and hashtag Apayang Terjadi Dengan Jimin started trending. Thousands of comments flooded Twitter, with armies from around the world trying to connect the available pieces of information. Some are trying to find out Jimin's official schedule, while others are trying to analyze his expression from photos and videos circulating. Behind all this, however, there is one thing that has kept many fans calm, despite this seeming haste. Jimin seemed to maintain his composure and professionalism. This gives confidence that whatever happens, he must have a strong reason, and maybe this is not entirely negative. Now, all eyes are on Big Hit Music, the agency that houses BTS. The public is looking forward to their official statement that is expected to answer this riddle. Meanwhile, fans can only hope that whatever Jimin is facing, he can get through it well. Park Jimin, or better known as Jimin BTS, is one of the artists who is always the center of attention both on and off stage. A member of one of the biggest boy bands in the world, Jimin has faced media and fan scrutiny since his debut in 2013. His brilliant career, combined with incredible popularity, made his every move often become a public conversation. However, along with the success achieved, the pressure to maintain the image is also greater. Previously, Jimin made headlines several times due to health issues and speculation about BTS's busy schedule. Now, his presence in court, which seemed mysterious, added to the list of questions to be answered by his side. So far, the details regarding Jimin's presence in court are still very minimal. Local media only reported that he arrived at the scene under strict escort, wearing simple clothes, but still showing his distinctive style. One anonymous source suggested that Jimin may be attending a closed-door meeting. However, what kind of meeting lasts only 45 minutes? Speculation began to grow among netizens, especially among the army. Some interesting theories are starting to emerge, including this possibility related to administrative issues such as taxes, copyrights, or even BTS's comeback preparations. However, there are also those who consider that this visit may not be directly related to work, but urgent personal matters. As news of this began to spread, various theories began to dominate the conversation on social media. BTS' new contract army reminded that BTS' contract with Big Hit Music will undergo a major extension after their individual projects are completed. Was Jimin's visit to the court related to the negotiation of the contract extension, tax, or legal issues? South Korea's entertainment industry has previously often been marred by legal cases related to tax, copyright, or property disputes. Some fans speculate that this may be related to one of those issues. Preparation of large projects. There is also optimism that this may be a sign of a major announcement, such as international collaboration projects or charitable activities involving Jimin personally. South Korean media is known for its ability to expose sensitive issues in the entertainment industry. However, this time, most local media are still waiting for official confirmation from Big Hit Music. Some industry experts argue that Jimin's presence on this court demonstrates his professionalism as an artist. Jimin has always been known as a secretive figure in private affairs. His presence in court, captured on camera, may be something that cannot be avoided, but seeing how he handled it shows that he kept a professional attitude, a K-pop culture expert said in an interview with local media. When a great artist like Jimin takes center stage for something out of the ordinary, the impact can be far-reaching. Whether it is positive or negative, every step he takes will affect his future career. As a public figure, Jimin has to deal with curious fans and the media who are constantly looking for news. However, ARMY, as a loyal fan community, continues to show support with positive hashtags on social media, such as #StayStrongJimin and #WeTrustJimin. Until now, the riddle of Jimin's presence in court remains an unsolved mystery. In a world where information moves quickly, Jimin's silence and Big Hit Music silence further increased the public's curiosity. Will this lead to a big announcement? Or is it just a personal matter that doesn't need to be magnified? Whatever the answer, what is certain is that Jimin has once again shown that he is an important figure who is always in the spotlight, both inside and outside the entertainment world. Similar case studies from other artists in the K-pop world. An academic view of this phenomenon in pop culture. Academic views. Popularity and privacy in the K-pop world. A case like Jimin's exposes a major dilemma in South Korea's entertainment industry: the boundary between popularity and privacy. As part of the worldwide K-pop culture, idols are often used as the perfect symbol by fans, so that their movements are always monitored. A researcher of Korean pop culture, Dr. Han Soo-jin, stated that this phenomenon is the result of the pattern of social relations between idols and fans. Fans feel a personal connection with their idols, even though the relationship is actually one way. When something unusual happens, such as a visit to court, their curiosity is heightened because it is considered to involve the lives of idols they know emotionally. However, according to Dr. Han, this also adds pressure to the artist. Their privacy is often sacrificed in favor of maintaining a supposedly close relationship with fans. This is part of the unwritten contract that comes with popularity, he added. Case study: scandals and similar incidents in the K-pop world. The K-pop industry has often faced legal issues or similar incidents involving artists. To understand what might have happened to Jimin, let's look at some previous cases. G-Dragon, Big Bang, tax case in 2017. G-Dragon stumbled over an issue related to overseas property tax payments. The case received great attention due to its status as a global icon, similar to Jimin, although it was eventually resolved without a major impact on his career. This incident briefly shook the industry. EXO contract scandal. EXO once experienced a major legal conflict when 3 of its members filed a lawsuit against SM Entertainment over a work contract that was deemed too binding. The case attracted global attention and became one of the most high-profile contract issues in K-pop history. Taeyeon's personal issues, SNSD. Taeyeon was briefly in the spotlight when rumors about her personal life spread in the media. Although it is not related to legal issues, it shows how the public spotlight can affect an artist, even in their personal aspects. From the case study above, it can be seen that K-pop artists often face similar situations to Jimin, although the context is different.